First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To throw on 2nd down, Worthington, and that's complete to Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, a design run for their wideout. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Ready?
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Worthington. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 59. Go. Go. Come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the toss, Mixon. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
36-yard line.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Worthington. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Breeze now. And that is incomplete here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check 24, check 24. Kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
It's caught here by Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 8 reads.
I know he ain't got it. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. What we got? Go, Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Worthington. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Throwing after the interception. Worthington. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You're not ready. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Get it.
Now Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Worthington. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Worthington. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ready 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Sponge! No!
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go.
Hey, exit.
53, Mike, 53.
5.
Operating from the gun. Worthington. And Eifert has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Looking to throw. Worthington. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Ebukam. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Ready?
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Worthington going to throw deep for the... That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go, Bucks.
At their own 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's
A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Bengals 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, set.
51. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Check.
Ready.
Mixon with a first down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Mike, 53.
Hard.
Squeeze, double. Switch. 53 to Mike.
From the gun, Worthington. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, you got deep?
Looking to throw. Worthington. Open man is Ross, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You got nothing today.
Smooth.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Oh, yeah.
Now.
2nd and 6. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Worthington going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Breeze now to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And some room to maneuver. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Double dog, that's the way. Jumper.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Following the penalty, Michel. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Worthington. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Worthington. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Come on,
so how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Worthington. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Samson Abukum in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Now McManus for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Michel. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Worthington got a man open. It's Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ready.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play, and it's third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Breeze. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Quit talking about it.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch safety green.
61, matchbox lights. Swing. Ready, shoot.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now.
Looking to throw. Worthington. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Watch twins. Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I smell fear now.
Fine.
He's back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 14 yards as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Breeze to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
And got his man complete. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Let's get there. 53.
Operating from the gun, Worthington. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Down. 70, Indy. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Worthington, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You. SOS.
Come.
SOS.
Ready.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
He wasn't ready.
Go. 18 Gator.
Coming to you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Worthington, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Here we go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.